Welcome. I'd like to introduce and invite you to come on to our quantum transfiguration training. For some reason, I'm not allowed to write it all down, so this little transmission is to try to help you understand what it entails and why we're doing it. So we've already had one group who successfully have really learnt a lot and are now practicing and they started last year. And this modality, it's in many ways is a fusion of quantum modalities. So we're explaining quite a lot about how consciousness works and different fields of multidimensionality and how different modalities working with consciousness can be applied in different ways. And then I talk through the modality of quantum transfiguration and why it's come to me to work this particular way, because we're all different, we all have a unique blueprint, and we all access healing and our extrasensory perceptions in different ways. So the course is very much designed to help you find your way with that. I need to explain it's not training in psychotherapy, training in counselling. And what we are finding is people sometimes need to do an add-on training for practitioner skills. So I do give a lot of that in the training, but if you are coming into this because you're very multidimensional and you want to hone your skills and to become more qualified professionally, and you haven't got practitioner training, I just need to explain to you that you need to do probably an add-on for you to be safe to go into therapeutic context. So this course in itself has around 6 months of interaction with me and the material. You aren't always working with me. That's why it's reasonably priced. So sometimes you'll be going and working with your peers, and then I give supervision. And I have a lot of experience working with consciousness. I've studied consciousness properly for over 2 decades, but I've been working with altered states of consciousness properly for 30 years. And I've worked in many, many fields. I've worked with different shamanic practices and different indigenous lineages, plant medicines, quantum modalities, psychotherapy. I've done transpersonal psychology masters. What else? Energy medicine. I'm a teacher of Reiki and also Seichem healing. So I've been working strongly with those modalities for over 20 years. So I've been working with the unseen realms for many, many, many years. And I first started having spiritual experiences before I was 10 years old and started working spiritually before I was 10. And so I also have a deep personal practice with things like pranayama and yoga and the Kalachakra Tantra. So this course is a meeting point of a lot of things I've learned through very, very deep and interesting life experience in many, many realms and many, many locations. I've traveled a lot around the world. And the reason I feel this is important at this time is that we're here, a lot of us, to zero point the pain, the patterns, the programs of our ancestors, and that which is manifested within us. And also to get a deeper angle on our own personal karma. So I also work with several astrological systems to help zero point. So I also can give readings to help people more finely tune things. And I also work with the Gene Keys system. So we're teaching people how these things, when they all come together, can help us accelerate our transmutation to the point of transfiguration, to becoming a higher spiritual iteration of the divinity that's in the universe. And in this time, I think many of us have come to bring about this golden age and to clear our obscurations and to mindfully know ourselves and be really real about that which presents within our unconscious and our wounding and things like that. And when we move through it as a group, and when we go in with the laser focus and we do it together, not only are we helping to clear it and to have mindful application of how we can actually create a better paradigm through what we're clearing by transmuting, but we're also able to dedicate that for the collective. We know that we have this species data. So it's called like the morphogenetic field. Rupert Sheldrake coined it that. And even when you look at things like COVID, people talk about herd immunity. It doesn't mean every single person has to have something. It means that at a certain point, the collective DNA changes. So we're truly on a mission to create a team of Shambhala warriors who are adepts in understanding their own fortes in working with quantum consciousness, to assist to alleviate suffering for all sentient beings, and to apply ourselves through our own processes and to own those, but to go through the eye of the storm. And when we do that, because we have the privilege to be able to do that, every little bit can help our fellow beings. So if you would like to come and be part of this amazing group that's starting to take off, who are doing this beautiful work in many ways in keeping with the Bodhisattva ways, then we would love to hear from you. Okay, and we'll probably have a few sessions real time with the people who want to come on the group. And we're starting this batch of teaching, so this is the 2022 intake. We'll be starting to release the materials in early February, but we'll probably start the teachings the first or second week of March. Okay, so please get in touch, and we're fine with payment plans. We'd love to hear from you. Take care. Ciao, ciao.